kids would drink that shit. That's dangerous. Can't leave that out. Really.
Awesome, guys. All right. Bro, we have a Switch 2 to unbox. However, there's other shit in here that shouldn't be in here. It feels like a bottle of soda and a can of Pringles. Is that like a Nintendo fucking promotion? You get like soda and Pringles with. So my Switch is in here. And they should be giving another $600 back on our card because Walmart held $1,100 for twice. That they took it out the second time, but they put a hold on it the first time. So $600 should be coming back to your account soon. We'll get to that in a second. Let's see if I was right. It felt like a bottle of Coke or Sprite and some Pringles. Is it opened? It is not. It is sealed. I'm not mad at this, yo. Pringles are I was actually hoping this was salt and vinegar ones because the salt and vinegar Pringles go hard for no reason at all. Bro, how fat am I? I literally felt it through the fucking bag. That's how fat I am. Can you do me a favor? Will you put Esther in the fridge? I'm gonna drink the shit out of this later. I have not had a Coke with sugar. Well, that's not sugar Coke. That's high fructose corn syrup.
If you look on the
you know what? You're going to Walgreens or Wegmans, I mean? Yeah. Get me a Mexican Coke.
Sure.
Fuck that. If I'm gonna drink any Coke, it's gonna be a Hencho en la Mexico.
This is definitely some kind of promotion though, because it's set, or they accidentally, because it says just switch on the thing that.
Yeah, no. I know we didn't order anything else, and
it definitely didn't order a Pringles and a Coke.
No, I don't order Pringles and a Coke. I promise you guys, I don't. Hell yeah, we're gonna have a Mexican Coke, bro. But there are two things that I'd like to say. One, you know, here's two things. All right, one is a well-known fact. And the other is a not well-known fact. All right? Well-known fact, MorninAfterKill in 2012. Not well-known fact, MorninAfterKill in 2025. But no. I am a Nintendo fanboy. You can ask my girlfriend right there.
You are.
Tell them, anytime Nintendo comes out with a console, I'm on it.
Yes, 100%. You see
like
Legend of Zelda, you get excited.
Yes. My girlfriend is the same way with 3DSs and DSs. So she might get my old Switch. Yay. I'm not sure. Maybe. I was thinking about giving it away on stream, but...
Oh, you can do that then, that's fine.
We'll figure it out.
I have my DS still.
Yeah, but your 3DS and DS are like super worth money now.
Yeah?
Man, motherfuckers are worth like $200-300 now.
Wow.
They're like super rare, apparently. Like, all the kids that had them, you just beat the shit out of them and threw them away.
Love you.
The 3DS XL is the one everybody wants.
That's the one I have.
I know you have one. It's rose gold too, isn't it?
It is.
I told you, I fucking love Nintendo. You should see me if a Sega console came out. I promise you. I'm an OG Nintendo Sega fanboy, bro. I'm be honest with you though. I didn't notice pre-release that the Switch Joy-Cons are only color-coded on the inside and the ring around the thumbstick. They're actually all black. I kind of wish they were blue and red like the old ones were, like the OG Switch, but I guess they'd figure people would think like the same console. They didn't want to have the Same problem that Xbox was having when everybody was buying Xbox Ones, trying to think it was a Series X and shit. Bunch of sad ass kids on Christmas getting an Xbox One instead of a Series X because Xbox can't figure out 1, 2, 3 naming conventions. All right. Get here. Going on the inside of this thing. It's an exciting day, man. It's not every day you get to open up a brand new Nintendo console. Smells like I might get COVID. Okay. So, here's the Joy-Cons. Well, actually, I just show you everything. Inside the box, it comes like this. So, let's see. That's the screen right there. It's literally... That's the Switch. So, let's pull this out here. Check out the connectivity of the Joy-Cons. How they connect with the magnetic features and all that. Let's see. Instruction manual. Let me open this up for you. This is instruction manual. Another HDMI cord for me to throw into the fucking... But this one's a Nintendo branded one. Nintendo branded HDMI cords are always pretty good. And then we got like some sort of little brackets that go around the Joy-Cons. These are hard plastic. They look like they were rubberized for a minute. You know what I mean? Like the texture of it. But it's not. You can squeeze them though. Be careful. These can break. I don't think I'm going to be putting these on my Switch. I don't ever use my Switch in handheld mode. So, I don't ever think I'll use my Switch 2 in handheld mode. So, let's put that down and check out these Joy-Cons real quick. Okay, just slide right now. That's actually... Huh, that's interesting. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Okay. So the triggers on the Joy-Cons are actually like concaved, like a controller, instead of just flat on the edge. And they actually have two L and R buttons. I don't think the original Switch had two buttons up here. I could be wrong because I don't remember there being two of these things. But let's see. Yeah, that's not to use your gaming mouse hooked up to a USB port for your mouse. So I'll be using one of my Logitech G502 Heroes with that. This is the screen. And I gotta say, I'm actually pretty impressed. It's gotta stand. It's like something that should be like, I guess, common sense. But like a lot of phones and shit and devices like tablets and shit don't be coming with stands on the back. And it's like, bro, it's like 5 minutes of research and development. A little bit of R&D get you going right. But let's take a look at all the ports here. So up top here, you got your power button and your volume. Then we have what looks to be, yeah, that's a USB-C mini over here. And looks like we have a little area for the Switch game cards to go into. Which is funny because the Switch 2 game cards are pretty much just unlocking codes and downloads. So you can see this one's marked with a minus. This one's marked with a plus. And they got like these little magnetic plugs in there that kind of pop out. So you got to be careful with this right here, because I can see a lot of people really fucking that up. You know what I mean? Especially kids trying to connect these Joy-Cons. So let's see how easy it is to connect the Joy-Con. If this shitty ass little Honda CR-V will fucking go fix his muffler. Alright, let's see. Let's see how it goes on. First time, guys. Oh wow. That kind of like sucks on there. And it has, oh, okay. So that's not a button. I thought that was like a third button back here. Like a side mouse button, but it's not. That's how you release the tabs. Watch this. Bro. That's actually really nice. Watch. Watch how that just sucks in. See, look, it's sucking my finger in. That's a really strong magnet. And then this, okay, see, like there's a little plunger there. You push that, it separates itself from the... Watch. You can see this just... Ooh, that's of it though, it goes back. So you can't accidentally really fuck it up, but that's nice. It's actually really well designed. Watch. Boom. Wow. That is big. Holy shit, bro. The Switch 2's massive. That's got to be at least a 2-inch bigger screen. What did the Switch have? Like a 4.5, 5-inch screen? This has got to be like 7.5 inches. Yeah, that's bigger than my dick. This is definitely bigger than my dick. Bro, this is so nice. Look at this. I hate to say it. I don't want to be that guy. But it kind of looks like a Steam Deck. It kind of looks like a Steam Deck. This is big. I might actually be able to like play this in handheld mode. Like the actual like controls here and everything are actually really well placed. Like that's comfortable. That's a comfortable grip. I don't know how to feel about the buttons on the Joy-Cons being up there like that. I don't know, it just kind of feels like weird to have the joystick right underneath those buttons. I'm trying to feel it out. Like, yeah, that's... I personally would have liked it if the Joy-Cons were a little wider, right? And they were like offset, the buttons were offset a little like how the Xbox was. I wouldn't mind if the Joy-Cons were a little wider to where that button placement should be. Because when I'm playing like this, I want my buttons like this. Like right here, I want my Y button, my A button, my X and A. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this Joy-Con here could be like up a little bit more, and then like to the side of it should be where the buttons are. I'm never gonna play it in handheld mode, so you know these are all just trivial fucking just me waxing wise, giving you guys my first impressions, you know. But I haven't even seen what this looks like yet, but dude, that's a really nice screen. Like the screen on this feels a little bit more weightier, like, and just not like weightier, but it feels more solid than the Switch 1. Like, the Switch 1 feels like a toy. This feels more like a tablet in my hand. So, let's go ahead and put this down for a minute and check out all the rest of the box here. Let's see what we get in here. Okay. There's this guy in here. I guess this is how you turn the Switch Joy-Cons into a little controller if you want to. I don't think I'll ever use this in the lifetime of my Switch. I don't think I ever used the one that came with my Switch. Don't think I'll ever use that. Okay. Those of you guys wondering what the power brick looks like. That's not bad. That's not bad. Your setups are going to thank Nintendo for that. It's a little mini USB. It's like a phone charger, bro. That's not bad. Power brick technology has come so far since the Xbox 360 brick. Y'all remember that thing? And they still overheated the motherfucking 360s with the red rings. And now, the coup de grace. Let's take a look. Let's see if it's got a little flap in the back. It does, just like the original Switch. This one isn't a flap, though. This is more like a cover. Only two USB ports. Oh my god! Finally. Finally. The Switch has a dedicated online fucking Cat 5 port. Well, Cat port, I should just say. Oh my god. I am so happy that the Switch 2 is not Wi-Fi only like the Switch 1. That is such a good addition there. I could have used more than 2 USB ports, but the fact that they put the USB ports on the outside so you could use the Game & Mouse makes that a little bit cooler. So I'm not mad about that. The dock itself, it's got like dust holes on the bottom, so I kind of like that. So you can give it a good old, if you look, you can see like right through it. See the light through it. So you could just, like an old Nintendo, blow that bitch out if you need to. Obviously, you got your HDMI port and a mini USB back there. Oh, the mini USB is for the power adapter. Dirt. I just showed you guys that. And that just kind of, I guess it slides in. Yeah, it slides in. Okay, so bottom first, and then that in, and then it, there you go, okay. So you got to put the bottom in, and then get that in, and it snaps down to the left. Then I guess to open it, it just does the same thing. Yeah, it lifts off, so. You got to put the tabs in down here, like that, and then boop, there you go. Not bad. I'm actually impressed with this. I wasn't, like, I knew I wasn't going to be unhappy with this, but there's a few surprises because I've been trying to stay away from, like, all the publicity of Nintendo, hype, derailing hype, or whatever, either way, back and forth. You know, as an internet content creator, I understand, you know, how hype works and how fucking you know, people start going with one narrative like, oh, Nintendo's going to charge $80 for games, so that means all games are going to go up. And it's like, well, yeah, these companies are going to find out real fast that not every company has a reputation good enough like Nintendo to charge $80 for their fucking games. Like Randy Pitchford, motherfucker, your games ain't good enough to charge $80 for. Nintendo? That's a whole different story now. Nintendo's been bringing us quality games since the... In a matter of fact, let me tell you a story about Nintendo. Back in the day, Atari really ruined video games and the video game market by releasing so many different fucking games and shit. There more games and like consoles than there were people to buy them, right? It was a true fact. So when Nintendo came out with their console, they wanted their name to stand for quality. So they used to have the Nintendo seal of approval on every Nintendo game, which means that Nintendo handled everything from front to back. You could not release a game for the Nintendo without Nintendo's consent because of the way they fucking manufactured that shit. However, there were other companies, Atari included. You guys remember RBI Baseball used to come on black cartridges that looked nothing like a Nintendo cartridge. They were made by a group called Tengen, which was actually just Atari of Japan. And they found a way to hack the Nintendo and release their own games without paying Nintendo any money in royalties. And that held for a while until right around the time with EA Sports. EA Sports ended up back engineering every single console that was out at the time. Nintendo, fucking Master System, the Sega Genesis and everything. And they held them by the balls. They were like, look guys, if you don't fucking change your shit, we're just gonna start releasing all of our games from PC onto your consoles, and we're just gonna fucking own the market. So you can actually thank EA for like opening up the door for like fair business practices against Nintendo and shit. Did I get my Switch too? Hell yeah, I did. Hell yeah, I did. It's right here. It's so nice, bro. Look at the Joy-Cons. Watch this. Look, you push this button on the back, and the Joy-Con separates, and then watch the magnetic part. Watch. Ready? Snap it in. It just sucks itself in. So I was worried about those little things breaking, the little tabs, but it looks like the way they've built it that it's not. But probably would not carry it by the actual Joy-Con like this and let the screen flop on that, because that's got a little bit of weight, and you can see it kind of bending there a little bit when it's resting on one Joy-Con. You got to be careful. Be careful. Dakotas. Walmart added Pringles and soda to all deliveries. Everyone asking what flavor Pringles did you get on social media. Oh, shit. Oh, they want people to tweet about it. That's smart. That's smart. I got cheddar and sour cream, motherfucker.